Live from beautiful Ohio, it's the OK Boomer podcast, featuring siblings, the real Jean and Laura.
Hello, I'm Jean.
And I am Laura, and we are here to encourage all you millennials, boomers, and everyone in between to be happily okay together. I feel like my voice sounds shaky. I've got that weird shaky voice syndrome, but that's okay.
As long as you're happy, and I'm definitely happy to be with you.
I am so happy to be with you.
One thing that I thought it would be fun to share again is that every so often I like to point out that you are the one playing the piano music.
Yes, that
leads in, which is, the name of that song is?
Beautiful Ohio.
Right, because that's where we
are in beautiful Ohio.
We're thriving here.
Thriving very well, and it has just been gorgeous lately. I mean, just those wonderful blue sky, warm. I'm loving it.
Right, and we just tend to forget about all the days that were
cold and rainy and snowy for 10 months out of the year. No.
Yeah, but we have been blessed in beautiful Ohio. So I just wanted to say that. And do you still play the piano much? Do you have time?
You know, I try to.
Good, do you?
Maybe once a week I sit down and tinkle the ivories, as they say.
And what do you play?
I like Bach.
Oh!
I have a lot of Bach preludes. Yes, I am enjoying that. Very classical. Definitely classical music.
I got into playing hymns.
Oh, those are fun too.
Right. I thought it'd come in handy for you because I've marked in the hymn book I played through the whole hymn book during the pandemic.
Did you really?
I did.
Wow.
And then I used paper clips to mark the pages of the hymns I really loved.
Very clever.
So I thought this will be good. If you ever have to plan a memorial service, all the hymns are marked.
Great.
I know.
Thank you,
Something often. Right.
Well,
right.
There's an uplifting thought.
Yeah, right. So grab the hymnal with the paper clips.
All right. We're ready to go. For anyone out there that's ready to go.
Good. So I guess I should ask you how your week is.
How was my week? My week was great. Why? Because, of course, did we travel?
Yes.
Did we get in the truck and go? Yes. We went to a family reunion.
I'm so happy to hear that.
A big family reunion. We had one 2 years ago.
Right.
So it's been 2 years, of course, in COVID. It was canceled. So it was just fabulous to have it again. And then you go and you always wonder, have I aged? Like, do people give you that look of,
who is that?
Yeah,
That's old. Laura?
Wow, it's her hair.
How many people were there?
I don't know. I didn't count. 20-some, 20.
Is it right? Just in the immediate family.
Maybe there were 30. I never counted.
20. Oh, how nice!
But good food, and we had. This was the discussion that came up, and I never thought about it. We had the ubiquitous. Is that a good word? I don't know. Pretzel salad.
Oh,
the pretzel salad, and the discussion, Jean, was: do we save it for dessert, or is it a salad?
Is it a fruit or is it a berry?
Exactly.
I would have it for both.
Yeah.
I love the pretzel salad.
Yeah, I did have it for both. I didn't care. No shame there at all. So that was a fun discussion.
Maybe a small piece for the salad and a big piece for the dessert.
Yeah, you're one of them. More of a dessert pretzel girl.
Right. Oh, that is so good.
So
let me point out, if you don't mind me,
also
being the big sister pointing this out. But last time you had talked about getting the whole family together for a weekend. They came in.
Yes.
Some of your kids, quite a few of your kids were all together. There again, something special for this year. And then you've had the family reunion. Well, I was just reading that one thing we're all thrilled to experience this year is the joy of getting back together in groups and laughing together.
Yes. Love laughing together.
So you're doing it.
We are doing it. Doing it.
And what else is going on? What else are you loving?
And by the way, I'll save this for another time. I did a little study, but I won't get into it all right now, on what we tend to do with our lifetime, how much time we spend doing it.
Ah, yeah.
Apparently in a lifetime we spend 9 months laughing.
Oh, that's great.
I like that.
Oh, I do like that.
So keep laughing, people. Now, another question I have for you, because you did mention We are getting together more in groups.
Having fun.
Having fun, but I haven't been in a lot of mixed groups for a while. But
Mixed groups?
They're all happening, men and women. Mixed groups, couples, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Okay.
I've been struggling with this lately. I don't know if it's because it's socializing now out of the COVID. The awkward man embrace.
You will have to.
That. Now, when you are in a group, Jean, and you haven't seen so-and-so's husband in a year or two.
Okay.
They lean in. You sort of feel like they're going to give you a quick peck on the lips, but you don't really want it, and you turn your cheek. What?
They're going to give you a short peck on the lips?
I feel like they are, and this has happened a number of times lately this year in group situations, and I'm awkwardly turning my head, and I don't know how other people handle that. What say ye?
I'd say
I move the cheek, and they have to like sort of awkwardly brush my cheek, and this is my situation in these new social environments.
So how are you feeling? Is it because of COVID you don't want to share germs, or you just don't want to do it to begin with? Probably don't want to.
So the awkward man kisses is what
how your group's into that?
Nothing inappropriate.
No.
It's just
no.
Do you hug? Do you embrace? Do you just not sure what to do with it?
I think I'd social distance myself.
Well, maybe I should just keep wearing a mask. Anyway, but what we do like to do socially in grocery stores, and my OH actually said to me the other day, I feel like Dr. Rich. Isn't that his name on the Progressive commercials?
Yes.
He just said this yesterday. He's like, I'm not sure Dr. Rich would have approved of what we did. And we struck up a fun little conversation with the 15-year-old Packer boy.
Sure.
At the end of the line, and we're going on and being silly and asking all the questions, and we walked away, and he had just somewhat of a horrified look on his face. Like, oh my gosh, these old boomers chatting with me, and why? And then we realized we need Dr. Rich.
Dr. Rich would say in his comforting voice,
yes.
Do they want to hear the funny story about your dog and your niece?
Right, exactly. To a complete stranger, poor little young innocent Packer boy.
Right.
I know. And then we thought, how many times do we do this? We have made friendships, so we think, with the guy that scans your groceries, with various people we've gotten to know in stores, and do they want to chat with us? I don't know, but we love it.
We love it too. I mean, yes, we do that all the time too.
We love it a lot.
Right.
All right.
We're going to be your friend. I'm determined to say hello to everyone in the world.
Hello is what you're
Yes. I'll say hello, I'm Jean.
To everyone in the world.
Wouldn't that be great? To actually think about, you could say hello.
To everyone.
Let's be happily okay.
To everyone. We should start doing that today.
Right.
Everyone, I mean.
So yes, we do chat.
We don't care, Dr. Rich.
You know.
We're chatting away. All right. Couple other little things that
Great.
always discussed when you have the millennials and the boomers. 45s, and somebody got all excited, a boomer, of course, 45 music. And they said, and you always were excited to see the flip side.
Sure.
Which we boomers know that was a little round, like, record that had the hit of the day. And then you got some kind of a funky song.
Right. And then once in a while, the funky song on the B side ended up
being a hit.
Right. That was really exciting.
We happily discussed that, and our dear sweet children were just lost.
That could be another Dr. Rich moment.
Yeah. Flip side, what do you mean by that? And they were totally confused. Another thing that we realized our millennials probably don't know about, we were at the cottage, we're working on it. We had to make ice cubes. We had to fill up our trays and make ice cubes. We went to the refrigerator and we said, oh yeah, there's no automatic. How spoiled are we? But we actually had to take out the trays. So we mentioned that to the kids and they were just like, yeah, no, nobody knows how to make ice cubes.
The secret recipe.
Recipe.
The ice cube cookbook we'll publish.
Yes. How to make it. These are important how-tos because you never know when you're with a refrigerator that you need to make your own.
Yeah.
Just a little.
That's funny. All right, Laura. So your week continues,
My week continues. A couple of other things. Don't have a whole lot. It was kind of a nice, relaxing week.
Good.
Did you know, I might have discussed this with you, what the current TikTok trend was?
Besides throwing spaghetti on the counter, which is...
Besides that, did you hear that they stick garlic up their nose?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Why, we might say why, but the trend, and it's all over the place, picture after picture after picture, and it's just rather, you don't want to look at these. People stick garlic up at their nose, and then they pull them out, and I guess it's to drain your nose. Clean out your
It would
nose.
do something, wouldn't
Instead
it?
of blowing your nose, you stick garlic up, so.
Well, now I had this actually in bold print on my show notes that I try to, prepare so my brain can try to remember
of course we have
things.
show notes.
Right. So in bold print, this ties in. In bold print, I wrote, so we talk about these kinds of trends.
Yeah.
This is a good example. What
Yes.
millennials are doing, sticking garlic up their nose. But then we don't know and how many people are actually doing this. I mean, there's 350 million people or 330 million people in America.
True.
Are 1 million people doing this?
I don't know.
500,000?
But it seems
10?
like every millennial.
Right, but they couldn't all be doing it. So there's so many things that you'll read about and think, well, everyone's doing this. Well,
But are they
really? Keep that in mind,
I
people,
will. I
before
will.
you peel your garlic and...
Stick it up your nose.
How long did they stick it up for?
I don't know, like 30 seconds to a minute. It just seems awful.
But both nostrils?
Both nostrils, they pull them out, and then tons of, you know what comes
Right,
out with
all
it.
right. Anything?
And then I wonder-
Let's definitely move on
Well,
from
just
that.
another thought. I got to thinking, could I stick something like that in my ears? Would it pull out all the wax? Then I could hear a little better.
Right, well.
Perhaps I shouldn't be doing
That's
that.
what they say. Don't stick things in your ears, even though it's so tempting sometimes.
so
Yeah,
tempting.
right.
All right. So that's about it, other than the usual bursitis, rheumatitis, and lumbago.
You have, right.
Lumbago,
There
lumbago,
again.
the terms that kids have no idea what
Right,
we're talking
that's what I was
about.
going to say. Those would be words that you might as well be saying Model T.
Yes. My old Oldsmobile, yeah.
Right.
All right.
But so you were suffering a bit is what you're getting at. You were experiencing these things?
What, my ears?
Lumbago and bursitis?
We were just
Your
talking about
memory? Your memory?
Oh, my poor memory. I had no clue what you were talking about.
Yeah, so are you experiencing,
Woo.
Laura, look at me.
I am looking, I'm reading your mouth.
Are you experiencing
Yeah,
bursitis?
well, yes, I have to
Do
say.
you even know what bursitis is? Or
It's
you,
that thing, those pockets in your shoulders that hurt.
Right.
Maybe close.
They're sort of like, they remind me of, I don't know if this is true at all, they remind me of like the bubble wrap.
Oh,
So you'd have like bubble wrap around protecting things.
but it's not protecting it?
Right, it's gotten hurt a
It's
little
gotten
bit.
popped too much.
Yeah, right, it's gotten popped. That's my professional opinion.
Thank
so,
you, Dr. Jean. Better than Dr. Rich.
My pleasure. All right, so my week, I suppose you're wondering about.
I was, and you'll probably remember yours better. So.
It's only because I have it written in bold
Oh,
print.
that's right.
A little bit of local flavor.
Yes.
Since we've been talking about beautiful Ohio. Here again, I'm going to read this, and it could make me get a little teary-eyed.
Oh, no. All
I'm
right.
very susceptible to that now as I get older.
Are you?
Yeah. So I was reading. It's kind of fun. You wouldn't think this would be fun, but it actually is. Every Thursday, the Medina County Auditor sends out an email newsletter where he gives like shout outs to different people, and then you get a little list of like what's going on in your,
Got it.
that toothpick fair or the what.
I thought you were going to say like your taxes.
No, he
Get
doesn't.
audited every week. That would not be fun. But
No,
okay.
right.
This is more local news.
Yeah, it's fun.
right.
Local activities, what's
Sure.
going on. So he gave a shout out a week or two ago to a woman who is 106 years old. She will be celebrating or just has celebrated her 106th birthday.
Wow.
God
right
love
here.
her. Yeah, they think she's probably the oldest person in Medina County.
Good for her. her.
So they always ask, what's your secret to a long life? Sure, right? We'll have to start preparing that soon.
Our statement?
Our statement. We'll have to start preparing that soon. So this is so sweet. She says, I've always tried to be good and think about other people.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's so sweet. And she looked very sweet,
Aww.
too. And she's doing great. God love her. She moved in with her 78-year-old daughter.
Her young daughter.
Right,
Yes.
her young daughter during the pandemic. And her daughter said she's had wonderful health and wonderful experiences. And they were planning to go to a breakfast place in our area.
So she could still
Go,
out.
right.
Wow.
Right. Actually, she was really fabulous until 2 years ago. And then she did fall, and that's hurt her a little bit. But yes, she still
That's
gets
impressive.
out. I think she was going to the grocery and not by herself, but
Slipped on a banana?
no, when she continues to go to
okay.
the,
All
right. So they are going to a local breakfast place.
Yes.
She's going to get the cranberry pecan pancakes.
Oh, at First Watch.
Yeah, first of all, I don't. You may.
Those are the best. They have
Right.
the best cranberry pecan pancakes.
So happy birthday to her! I thought that was so sweet.
You know, we joke and say, I would love to live to 100, but she's there and beyond.
Right, and when you think
106.
she's about 40 years older than me, 40 years older.
Well, that's exciting.
Right, and 40, a lot
I mean,
more older than
you're
me.
just a baby.
So, right, we
Baby boomers are still just
So that's what I
babies.
hope they'll say. I'll say, my answer will be, I've always tried to be good, and we've been podcasting now for 45 years.
Wouldn't that be fun
Yes.
to celebrate? We'll
Yes.
have a party in 45 years.
Yeah, boy, that'll be.
Yeah.
All right, so another thing is, I read about a young man. Now, this is a young man who lives in a nearby town.
Yes.
He tried every sport as he was growing up, and he didn't succeed at any of them, according to him. So he got into music, and he just enjoyed playing the guitar. After high school, he moved to New York City, just decided to go there, and he started busking in the subway stops.
Ah.
He took a scarecrow with him that had been out in the country here, because we live very close to farms still. Took a scarecrow with him. That was like his prop. So he had the scarecrow, his open guitar case, because he's busking, and he's playing in the subway.
A scarecrow.
Yeah, so he did that.
all right.
Okay, so
I'm waiting.
there's nothing to wait. That's how he got started. That was his little act. You have to have
Okay.
something to set you apart. So when he first moved to New York, he helped a dog walker, because he wasn't making much money busking. She let him sleep in her dog kennel. So
in
he was
the actual kennel?
or pretty close to it. So
right.
he slept in the dog kennel. He and the scarecrow went out and played at various places around New York, mainly subways. So he did that. And then he came home because of COVID, and he got picked for a very nice new performers initiative that they're having at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame up in Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah, so he's been in that, and he's been performing concerts and things all over Cleveland. So he feels like now the sky's the limit. He's gone from sleeping in a dog kennel to
With this scarecrow.
right.
The scarecrow has me so much
I know.
fascinated.
Get up, right.
I can't get beyond the scarecrow.
No, but he's doing well.
Good
So
for him.
so
Good
that's
for him.
that's. I thought those were two good kind of local flavor stories, and also this is kind of out where you live.
Yes.
You live near our national park, which is it's great.
Just a stone's throw.
It is, but it's great for hiking, and it's beautiful. And there's the Cuyahoga River, and there's also a train
Yes, there
that
is.
goes between downtown Akron and up near Cleveland.
Yes.
And right now they have these kind of swanky, it sounds like 1940s train cars that were used actually out west, and they're serving dinners,
That would
fancy
be
dinners
so
as
much
you
fun.
ride through the national park.
That would be so much fun. I have done the wine tasting
Right.
on this same train, maybe not this fancy diner car. And I've done beer tastings on it with little snackies along the way. It is so
right.
much fun. And a little point I might mention, my daughter came home from California, just traveling the country in her fabulous brand new Sprinter van,
Right.
which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But she was saying she likes to stay at the national parks. And what is so wonderful about ours right here is it's free.
Oh, that is nice.
I had never thought about that. That other parks you have to pay for.
But we have places to camp. Why?
No, that's the problem. There's okay.
Oh, okay.
That would be the one slight flaw.
But good for her that she's getting to see the.
But it's nice we have a national park that's free.
Do
We
you have
not
your?
to pay.
I don't know if you're old enough. Do you have your senior citizen free pass card? It costs
Oh.
$10. I can't remember. When we went out to Joshua Tree National Park,
Yeah.
I think it was $10, and then you can get into just about every park for free. There may be a few that you pay a little extra,
I
but
should get that. I bet
Yes,
I am
lifetime.
old enough.
It's a
'cause that's been a
lifetime.
while since you went.
yeah, so you might enjoy that. We last time just a little fashion update, very quick fashion update.
Yes.
But we talked about calf
Oh,
tans.
caftans.
Yes, which I'm still
Flowing through the
dreaming.
room.
Yes,
Yes.
gliding. Well, those are mainly for women, I suppose, but the gents have something. The guys,
Yes, the men.
they're called cabana suits.
I am chorkling.
Right. So
chuckling.
as birthdays, you have a lot of family birthdays coming up. Keep this in mind. They're like sort of like maybe I would describe them as a Hawaiian shirt or a jacket that kind of looks like that, short sleeved, and then matching shorts. It's called a cabana.
Cabana suit?
There you go.
It's like you're a cabana guy with shorts, but a
Yeah.
matching
So that's
short.
apparently leisure wear for men.
Sorry I didn't get that for the OH for his birthday.
Right. So,
Sure he would have loved it.
well,
Well,
there's always other things. I'd like to give a shout out. You in the mood for a shout out? We haven't done a shout out for a little
glad you
bit.
warned me. Yeah.
To Beth Ann,
Oh, yes.
one of our great friends.
Yes.
She was cleaning out her drawers, and the reason I know this is she writes a great blog where she talks about sort of these same "How was your week?" topics.
Yes, we like that.
Right. So one day she is cleaning her bathroom drawers, I suppose.
Ugh.
Bedroom drawers. Yeah, she was brave. Must have been a
Very
rainy day.
brave. Wow. Okay.
Rainy day in North Carolina. And she found a bunch of, and she had a picture of it.
Lipsticks.
Well, that's a great guess. A bunch of eyelash curlers.
Oh, I was right with
Eyelash
eyelash curlers.
Right. She had discovered that she had compiled 7. She had 7 eyelash curlers. But I suppose what happens is you lose one temporarily, you get another one. You go on vacation, you've forgotten one,
Have you ever used one?
No, and I was going to ask you that.
No, but my oldest daughter loves it.
Okay.
She has a good one. She loves it. She swears by it. I'm always a little nervous they're going to get stuck and pull out my eyelashes.
I've heard people say that, but
I have
I
that
don't know.
fear. I have eyelash curler fear.
So apparently Beth Ann does not have eyelash
7
curler
of them.
fear. Yeah. So hello, Beth Ann.
Hi, Beth Ann. Thank
We're
you.
winking at you with our eyelashes. Yes. And just, you're usually the fashion person, but for some reason I've been encountering fashion. Maybe you're rubbing off on me. Just, I thought this was cute.
Yeah.
That we are living in croc times. The exact quote was, "These are croc times we're living in now for sure." Crocs, the shoes.
The shoes?
Yes, they are the shoe of the pandemic, or they were the shoe of the pandemic.
No.
Mm-hmm.
My mouth is open.
Well,
and I'm looking aghast. Croc
Yeah.
shoes are the shoe of the pandemic or these times.
Yes.
Why? Comfy?
Comfy, you can be at home in your jammies, but still walk outside because you have something on. Just fun. You don't have to wear heels anymore. You don't have to wear snappy shoes, but you do wear snappy shoes.
I like snappy shoes. I always will. I will be in that walker in my heels. You bet it.
I can't believe it. I'm glancing through my list. I have another fashion topic.
Oh my gosh, what has happened to you?
I know.
We morphed into each other.
And this one was described as not Crocs not for our times. This new fashion thing was described as life-changing.
Do
Right.
tell.
So Crocs are the emblem of our times.
Yes.
This new thing is life-changing. Are you ready for the
I can
life-changing
hardly wait.
mini bags?
For snacks?
No, that could change your life.
Purses?
No. Yeah, really teeny tiny purses.
No.
Teeny.
No.
They're all over Instagram apparently, but there again, we're talking about trends. So this is life-changing. Has it changed 5 people's lives?
Yeah, true.
Has it changed?
But why?
Really teeny. Because there again, now that people have gotten out of the huge bag when you had to go to work and you had your laptop in it and you had your iPad in it and you had your headphones in it, et cetera, et cetera. Now they just have a little purse with their...
Like for your phone?
Yeah, your phone. And you don't actually need your credit card.
Because you're the smart Apple Pay people.
Yeah, sorry, I clicked.
It's
So, mini bag, and they're actually adorable.
Like, are you talking like a phone size?
Barely.
Smaller?
Barely, yeah, very small. So, check that out. Newsflash.
Yes, and I have a fashion thing too, but go ahead.
All right, really quick, I wanted to say Pat,
Hi,
fabulous Pat.
Yes.
She had a great topic idea.
Yes.
Typos.
Oh.
I'm going to forget, but you remember your fashion thing.
I will.
So she had some really funny typos. She said she always, I don't know how we got into this topic, just
I think I remember.
You
had a typo in an email to her.
Okay, yes. And then that's how we got into.
Yes.
All right.
Not that we would ever have typos.
No, I do typos, all right. But hers are funny. So she had one that was, instead of typing result, she typed re-slut. That was great.
Re-slut.
Instead of typing episode, which she probably uses that word a lot in her business, she typed, this is also really good, Epidose.
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 I need a dose of my episode. Epidose.
I like that. Right. It could be like a short episode. It's an epidose.
I like that. An epidose. Ooh,
and then she came up with a new one. She remembered another one. She told us about those two first, which was typing Brian instead of brain.
Brian instead of
brain.
Oh, that would
right. So
be
instead
confusing.
of brainstorming, it was Brian.
Brainstorming.
Right. And I remember that I mistyped my name actually.
To what?
Just I would do Jena instead of Jean, which is part of the reason I made that my pen name.
Ah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very
so the old
interesting.
typos, and sometimes I don't know if this is wishful thinking, but sometimes I think the typos are kind of autocorrect things.
They could be.
Sometimes, or they get messed, right, or they'll...
Is re-slut really a word?
I don't think so, but it's great. Result would have been the...
Result, but it went to re-slut.
Yeah, that's the best
Fascinating.
one. So let us know,
That's
friends.
a pretty good one.
What-
And it's just
give
because
us-
I'm still struggling to text on my Apple Watch.
Yes.
I tried that before, and when you talk, it comes up with all kinds of changing words around. So that's a good one.
Different kinds of typos. So tell me your fashion thing.
Oh, it's just real quick.
I love fashion
real
things
quick.
now.
One of our very faithful listeners, we saw her on the running path the other day, and she just had these fabulous running glasses. And they're by Goodr. We do not sponsor anyone, but I just have to do a shout out. Goodr. They're inexpensive and they stay on your nose and your face. You can run and jog and they don't move.
They're sunglasses?
They're sunglasses. They're just the best. And what I love about it, this is where millennials, I just love you guys. I am assuming you're the ones that came up with this. Their whole brand, they're like fun, vacation-y kind of looking bright sunglasses.
That you'd wear with your cabana suit.
Yes, with your cabana suits, boys. And the whole brand is that their president is Carl the Flamingo. It's more fun. And you get emails from Carl, and sometimes he puts squawk, squawk in the middle of the paragraph. It's very fun. So I commend the marketing of Gooder. Look them up. Again, we don't sponsor Soul, but they're very fun.
Right. If I had a mini bag, I couldn't put my sunglasses in it, could I?
I got to look at that too.
And I'm going to close with one little thing.
We're closing?
Remember when? I think so.
Oh my
In fact, we just need to close, so I'll save my one more thing for next time. Remember, we are here to tell you about trends, millennials, everyone in between, anything that's happening in the world, but we actually don't know.
Right. Darn, but we have so much more to talk about.
Right. So we've done it.
I can hardly wait till our next episode.
Epidose. Stay tuned for our next Epidose, and we love you all.
We do.
At okboomerpod.com.
That's
Toodles.
Right. Toodles.
Be sure to come back to beautiful Ohio and the OK Boomer podcast. To listen to previous episodes or to drop us a line, visit okboomerpod.com.